Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on Young Race Predictor, where today we're going to be doing the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix predictions round 5 of the 2025 season. 4 countries, 5 races done with 4 different winners, one who has won 2, and that man was Oscar Piastri, who won the most recent Bahrain Grand Prix. Here today, under the lights in the night here in Jeddah Connie Circuit, this win could possibly go to anyone. Could it be once again a McLaren on top? Could it be a possibility of the Ferrari for once coming on top step, or could it even be Red Bull back in form here in Jeddah? Well, here are my predictions and thoughts for race 5 in this season coming up this Saturday. And before diving into the predictions, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with all your friends and all the Formula 1 fans you know. With that being said, let's dive right into the predictions. First off being whom I believe will be the ultimate unexpected delight, and I have gone for a man who has had a year experience in a Ferrari car last season, Ollie Behrman. I think Behrman knows how to maneuver the circuit. I mean, in Formula 2, he got pole position last time out, and he immediately got the promotion to Ferrari in order to fill in Sainz's seat, and he performed very well that day. So I feel Behrman could be a very big performer here in Saudi Arabia this weekend. The driver to watch out for, in my opinion, is supposed to be his teammate Esteban Ocon. Ocon has also had very good races here in Saudi Arabia. His first 3 races here in Jeddah Connie Circuit, the first 3 races here in the Jeddah Connie Circuit, he's managed to finish in quite a decent position in the cars he's been driving. So I feel Ocon could be a very important driver to watch out for here in Jeddah. Let's dive right into what I believe will be the qualifying grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and the drivers who will be kicked out of Q1 and the man who will be P15 just making it into Q2. Gabriel Bortoleto, Lance Stroll, Nico Hülkenberg, Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar kicked out of Q1, with Jack Doohan just making it into Q2. I think since this is the first race that they are going to be racing as a full-time driver, I feel Bortoleto, Hadjar and Doohan are not going to perform entirely great in my opinion. I mean, Stroll will finish P19, he may finish even P18 because the Aston Martin is not showing pace now. So I feel that Stroll could be one of those drivers kicked out of Q1, just like Hülkenberg, who's trying to give as much pace as possible to the kick Sauber. So I feel these two will be out of Q1. Bortoleto on P20, Liam Lawson once again kicked out of Q1 in Saudi Arabia, Hadjar just so close making it into Q2, Doohan making it into Q2, he will be P15 in my opinion. The ones who will be kicked out of Q2 alongside Doohan would be Esteban Ocon, Ollie Behrman, Fernando Alonso and a little bit of a surprise, Yuki Tsunoda. I feel Tsunoda could possibly finish in Q3, but his races in Saudi Arabia have not been really up to the mark, So I feel that now this being his 3rd gig in Red Bull, I mean, kudos, he already got points last time out in quite a treacherous and a disappointing race for Red Bull, but he and Verstappen actually managed to put in a very decent performance. But I feel here in Saudi Arabia, Tsunoda's maximum could only be P11. He may make it into Q3, but I feel he will be just ahead of Fernando Alonso, kicked out of Q2. Ollie Behrman out qualifying his teammate Esteban Ocon in P13 in the position where he had started last time out with the Ferrari. The drivers who get into Q3, P7, 8 and 9 and 10, Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, Gasly and Carlos Sainz. I feel the 2 Williams now will show pace here in Jeddah. Maybe one of the Williams could be kicked out and maybe Tsunoda may make it into Q3, Alonso may make it into Q3, surprise even Behrman could make it into Q3. But I feel there is a chance that the 2 Williams will make it through into the final round of qualifying, Sainz being the one in P10, Gasly just out qualifying him, splitting the 2 Williams with Albon right alongside Max Verstappen. Verstappen is trying to give as much pace as possible to that Red Bull car, but it just doesn't seem it's going to a very high position as we expect. I feel Verstappen's maximum itself could be only P7 this weekend, but if he managed to go even higher, then I would indeed be very happy for him. But I feel there is a chance he could finish only P7 in qualifying. 6th, 5th and 4th, Antonelli, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. So from this you would have understood the 2 McLarens and Charles Leclerc will be in top 3. Antonelli in his gig here in Saudi Arabia, I feel he could be just behind Lewis Hamilton and behind his teammate George Russell. He could perform even better than Hamilton, but I feel this could be the minimum result that he would be seeking. Maybe there's a chance he would be going lower. Maybe he may finish seventh with Verstappen right ahead of him. Maybe even P8 right behind Albon or Gasly. But I feel Antonelli could be only P6 right behind Hamilton, who was outqualified by his former teammate George Russell in P4. P3, I have gone for Lando Norris. P2, Oscar Piastri, and P1, pole position for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I have gone for Charles Leclerc. I feel Leclerc is really good around in Saudi, and given how the car is, he can try to produce a very decent lap to at least finish in the top three. So, in my opinion, I feel Leclerc has the ability to get the pole position. Piastri is showing a lot of pace. I feel he has the chance of out qualifying Lando Norris and finishing P2 right alongside Charles Leclerc here in Saudi Arabia. Well, here is the podium though. I feel there is a chance this could happen. P3, Lando Norris. P2, Oscar Piastri. And P1 going to Charles Leclerc. I feel that if Leclerc may lose the lead in the first lap to Piastri or maybe even Norris, I feel Leclerc can catch up and make up those positions later on towards the race. I mean, it's nearly like a 50-lap race. I mean, he's quite a good driver here in Saudi. Leclerc on top, Piastri out qualifying Norris, and the distance in the championship lead only 2 points between Norris and Piastri themselves. Ferrari, of course, being the constructors' winners, the fastest lap going to George Russell, and at least a minimum of 2 DNFs here in Saudi Arabia. Of course, the driver they go into the winner, Charles Leclerc. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these with all your friends and all the Formula 1 fans we know. See you next time for the next video where we do the Bahrain Grand Prix analysis video. But until then, tuning in next time. Goodbye.